Oh, we're live. Okay.
We're live. Here we
Yeah.
are with your
Huh.
cicadas. You look like you're against a wall for like a passport photo or something,
I know, I kind of am. I don't know where to stand. This is like
for a mugshot.
it's the sort of utility balcony of the apartment, and so there's no furniture out here.
Oh,
And I
so
don't
you
know
have to
why I
stand.
didn't go to the front one, but anyway, here I am.
I mean,
I'm
you still
very
can.
I can, but Matt and my cousin Eva are having a conversation that
I
I don't
see.
want to march through.
To
But so
be in the
here we
live.
are. And I'm here to
Yes.
tell you what's on my mind is, as you can probably tell, there's a beautiful Greek word whose etymology I was trying to look up half an hour
Oh,
ago,
I
and I
was
couldn't
just
find
looking
it.
up an etymology of something too while I was waiting for you
Oh,
because
well,
that's what
there's
you
a
do.
word, chlapa, and you say it's a slang word that means that you can say "Me piasi chlapa." I have been taken by a chlapa, and chlapa is like kind of like a sort of
Oh,
food
yeah.
coma without the food. You don't need to have had the food, although it often comes in that time of day, the sort of after
Yes.
the big midday meal. But I'm not jet lagged. My husband is jet lagged, having just arrived this morning, but I am sort of,
It's sympathy jet lag.
and it's we went downtown and it was probably 90 something and it's hot and dry and
Yeah,
we're
it's actually that
moving.
here too.
Yeah,
Not
I
dry,
know, but more
but
humid there than
yeah,
here.
yeah.
And so, it was hot. We got hot. Came up here, it's cooler, there's AC, everything's fine, but I'm sort of like,
I think it's hilarious that like you can feel like this at random and yet you'll go run like 60 kilometers
yeah, I know, it's weird.
and like it's nothing.
It's weird. It's weird.
There's a
Well,
French expression.
I haven't done the 60 yet, so what's the
Well,
French expression?
the French expression is, prendre un coup de pompe. A
What is
coup
it?
de pompe, j'ai pris un coup de pompe, and, uh,
Oh,
and it's like something literally like the air got pumped out of you. Like you just like, just like
yeah, yeah,
deflated.
yeah, yeah,
And it's
yeah,
often
yeah,
something sudden and it's sometimes kinda random and you just need to just like put your feet up and
yeah,
chill out
yeah,
for a while.
yeah. Well,
But I was
which is a
yeah.
good segue to well,
No,
what we were
we
saying,
can
which is
segue any way we want.
yeah, like, I think we cannot lie. We did check in and say, "What are we gonna talk about on the live?" And I said, "I got nothing." And basically you also said, "I got nothing." And then I said, "Well, that's the point of the live. It's that, like, we got nothing."
Yeah, we're
It's
pretty fried. I
it's
mean, so it's
vacation.
July.
I mean,
It's July
right. I mean,
1st.
yeah, it's July. I know I spent and you also, but, like, my whole because I was alone for most of the last 2 weeks, my days consisted of reading manuscripts,
Yeah.
whether they were accepted or whether or not to accept. It was, like, just reading, 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 reading,
I have
reading day
loaded up
after
my
day after
Kindle
day.
with a lot of submissions.
Yeah, and trying to catch up and all the other emails and things that need to be done, and this week, I know it's like vacation is sort of about to begin, if not has I mean, starting tomorrow, I think,
Yeah, yeah.
my husband and I are gonna be on vacation, and it's sort of like,
I admit that I often have a hard time actually vacating on vacation, like my brain. I mean, I'll go places, but um my kids kind of make fun of me for like not knowing how to do nothing.
Mm,
And I'm going to really try. I mean, we're going to be traipsing around doing things, but I'm going to really try to actually
mm,
not, which is sort of I realized I haven't done that in at least 2 years since I went away.
oh,
There was a week in 2024 when I was like literally I couldn't do anything. I was on a boat out in the Galapagos.
oh,
Um,
right, yeah,
so I couldn't have worked even if
that
I
was
wanted
2
to, but
years
that was
ago?
2 years ago. Yeah,
Wow,
this whole like
yeah,
start.
and I mean I have to say, I have had opportunities periodically where I have been essentially incommunicado. I've been like on some mountain somewhere or out doing something where I'm backpacking. And so I've had those times and they're very, very valuable. And I just feel like, yeah, this is another time now where I think the heat didn't it's like all the messages are this is the time to
It's
stop
summertime,
and slow
it's like
down.
here in the US, it's 4th of July weekend.
Yeah.
I went to a restaurant yesterday for lunch with a friend, and they had closed for 4th of July. I'm like, "It's June 30th, but they're closed for 4th of July." No, that's okay. I mean, in France, in France, summer vacation is sacred.
Yeah,
And in fact, there's a term. There are two terms because the French will often take a whole month off,
right.
and there's the
Like
people who
Greeks
take
will do that.
July. Yeah, and so you ask people, "Are you a juilletiste or an Haussien?" And the juilletistes are
Oh,
the people who take vacation in juillet, which is July, and the
yeah,
Haussiens are the people who take the vacation in août, spelled
that's
AOUT,
yeah.
which is August. And like,
Oh, that's so
it's
funny.
given that you're one of them.
Right, you can't be neither.
You
Right,
can't be.
which
You
I
can't.
think is all a way of saying, to
You could
do
probably be
yet
both.
another segue, that, like, I actually think, and I'm not just saying this to make us look and feel good, but I think a lot of what we do as self-employed creatives, right, is to coach ourselves because we have no one else doing it for us. It's a
Yeah.
very athlete-y kind of thing, but, like, you have to coach yourself, and it's all in what story you tell yourself. It's all how you shape the narrative, and you know
Right.
what? If you have a chlapa and you know you're not getting much done,
I really like it.
why tell yourself, "Oh my god, I have to do things and I'm not
Right.
able to do it." No, no, you say, "This is the time for that." In fact,
Right.
you need that in order to become better at your job, your creative, both, whatever it is, that you without the chlapa, you can't have the productive time that you wanna have
And that, yeah, that's the
down the
thing that I
road.
try to tell myself. It's like I'll actually be more engaged and more productive if I actually do take the time off. So
Yeah,
they say.
yeah,
And so I'm gonna test that out because we have a super crazy busy fall ahead with because I that list of events that I made that I sent
yeah.
to this,
It's a
there's like
lot.
27 events
It's a lot.
in the
It's
fall.
a lot. Yeah, and we do need to sort of marshal our resources, and I know it's like people it's the same kind of thing where, like, when people set deadlines for themselves, like, "Oh, I'm gonna, use the holiday to create,
Which
100
is what
more pieces
writers
of my."
do, right? We have to
Yeah,
set our
well,
own
that's what I'm
deadline.
talking about,
Right,
is
right,
writers who will say, like, "Oh, it's July and I'm gonna write X number of words a day," and I know there's, like, people, our mutual friends, who are doing that, and I've sort of vaguely said I would chime in every day and say what my goals are for the week, or maybe it's the start of every week, and say what my goals are, and my goals have been like, I just wanna touch my book 3 times
right.
this week,
Ring.
and it's touch the digital file, or,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
notebook or whatever it is, but it's like, I don't know. Sometimes it's good to say, I know I'm not going to be able to touch it. So
yeah,
rather than beat myself over the head, or no, rather than beat myself up over my failures and
right,
then return to the work feeling like a failure,
right, right.
I
And
can
there's
say,
nothing there's
no, I
because
did a
that
really good job at resting.
right.
Right. And then
But
you're like, well,
also, yeah,
such a champ at resting. I can now be a champ at my job.
there's also, what qualifies as rest for you? Like, what when you're resting, what are you doing? Which
I
is
don't
kind
know.
of
I
a
mean,
big
you can define,
question.
but you can define that a lot of different ways. Like resting could be like literally, oh, it's a day where there's no training.
Right.
Like there's no
That's
training,
that for most of us mere mortals, that's every day. So,
but it's like, yeah, but no, okay, but that's a rest day, and rest is one of the training intensities, and this
yeah,
goes for creative work as well.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it could be that, but it could also be like, for me, I think it's like, yeah, if I'm not doing work, like if I were, as I expect to be maybe parts of next week, I forget when is actually the vacation time, but I know it's this week, but suppose it's next week too, which I kind of hope. There'll be like days where I'm reading a novel.
right.
I'm just reading a novel for fun. Uh or I don't know. Sometimes resting is often writing. I enjoy writing. I look forward to
I know
my
sometimes
writing
people,
work.
like, I'll say, "Oh, I'm going on vacation," and, I'm bringing it's like, I'm bringing my notebook so I can write, and people are like,
Yeah.
"I thought it was vacation." It's like,
No.
yeah,
I mean,
but
for
there's a
me,
certain freedom during vacation
oh, it's so
to have
nice.
to decide that you wanna spend some time writing.
I shifted this at the end of this winter. In the winter, I was getting up at the crack of dawn and using that time to work on my own stuff before, like, breakfast. But then when the dark went away, I shifted to evenings, occasional evenings, because our evenings, as you know, are so busy with book events. But I would shift to occasional evenings where it's like, oh, the workday is done. I'm going to pour myself a glass of wine and I'm going to write my own shit for an hour. And it
Right.
was so
But do you
lovely
have
and
the brain
something.
for it at that point?
yeah, and if you don't, you don't. But,
Yeah.
like, it was
But
it
yeah,
was
puttering around with
a
your pen and
chance to
paper.
sit
I know.
there and think through, yeah, and
I'll say something.
and it always was better than I thought, because if I had, chlapa at the end of the day, I'd be like, "But I have my wine and my little nuts, and I'm having my little
Yeah, but
sip
sometimes
in
even with
my."
the chlapa, we've talked about this before, it actually frees up the creative brain even if you're
Yeah,
exhausted. It shuts off all
yeah,
the. I
yeah, the
am looking
criticism is
forward
just yeah,
I'm looking forward to in both observing a lot of art because 'cause I'm going somewhere where there's gonna be a lot of art.
yeah.
But also this is funny because my kids, who are not really kids, but anyway, my progeny, um, we all had the same idea and separately, which was to bring some art supplies and on our trip
Oh,
and
oh,
to create like a little travel journal. Um, and my older daughter was said, "Oh, I'm thinking to do this." And I was like, "Wait, wait. I bought us a book, spiral bound with like mixed media paper so you could do
oh,
watercolor."
yeah, yeah,
Uh, and
yeah.
I thought we could do a family one, which I thought then maybe they thought they would think that that was kinda yes, an artsy travel journal. It's gonna be a family artsy travel journal, and we have so I've tasked them with putting together little art supplies, including a glue stick because we might find something to glue, and,
I think that's
um,
great.
I bought one of those cutesy Robin, you're gonna like this, one of these teeny tiny cute travel watercolor sets,
I
and
love those. I used to have one.
I know, but,
I guess I could
they
have
don't
one
have enough white.
again. I
You
mean,
don't
I
have enough
had one,
white.
like, 15 years ago, you know?
Yeah, but I need more white paint because, like, usually you use white a lot more than the others. So, anyway, that's a whole other
Hmm,
thing, but,
hmm.
and I'm like, "Am I just indulging my, sort of unhealthy love of art supplies, or do I think this is actually gonna happen?" But
Well,
then because both kids are actually into it, and I'm looking forward to actually drawing actually, instead of writing, I'm actually looking forward to drawing. I'm looking
I
forward to
think that's great.
sitting at the farm stay and drawing whatever the heck it is I'm looking at, olive trees
Yeah.
or whatever.
Well, I often find sometimes when if I haven't been working on something for a long time, and this isn't so much the case, I tend to touch my manuscripts more frequently now than I used to many, many years ago. But I would often find that I would spend like a couple of weeks or more doing another art form.
Yeah,
And that was kind of my warm up. I would be
right.
playing a lot of music, or I would
Ex
try to draw, and I'm not a particularly good artist, but I would do it.
well, it's
And
a
like
different way of
today, we
uh,
we we bought a guitar to keep up at the house in the north. Matt, my husband,
yeah,
plays guitar and has several guitars, and he wanted a simple one to have that we would leave there, and we already leave a mandolin there, so there's
yeah,
always that
nice.
sort of like a creative restlessness
Yeah,
that you
yeah,
can satisfy
in other
by doing
ways.
another art, and it helps kind of limber up the muscles for
Yeah,
the writing, if
yeah,
that's where you wanna go.
yeah.
I think it's very cool.
It's 12:18. We started late, but now we're
We
ending.
started late, yeah, we need to go.
But now I feel like at the end of the summer, we should kinda loop back to this and see
We can check
what we
in,
ended
like,
up doing.
what did we do? Yeah, 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 yeah.
Maybe I'll hold up my art journal.
Yeah, I won't have anything to show
Well,
except maybe the next little
strum the
musical instrument that I will
mandolin
have
for
brought.
us.
Right, well, I was thinking about buying this other little traditional Greek instrument that may another instrument to learn to play because, that you can't have too many. Um, anyway,
Well, enjoy.
we must go.
We are gonna
Yeah,
take a
you
break
too.
from the lives next week.
Yeah, there will be no
I will
live.
be in a car in the countryside. You'll be doing whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Um, and so thank you all for joining us. We wish you
Yeah.
some
Everybody.
some happy chlapa, or however you say it.
Chlapa. Chlapa.
Chlapa. Okay. It's sort of I wonder if there's a connection between that and schlepping.
I don't think so,
No? I don't
but
know.
I don't know.
I kinda like
I
I
think it's
like the
probably
idea that
it
maybe
must be a Turkish word. I think it probably is a Turkish word,
maybe.
but I couldn't find anything for the etymology, so I don't know.
Okay. Well, we'll leave it
Right,
at that. Thank
right,
you
right. It could
all.
be sweet. Yeah.
Happy July. It's
Okay.
also my birthday month, so I really like July.
Ah, okay.
So,
Good. All right.
all
Well,
right.
happy travel.
Bye.
All right. Bye.